Hi. So today I thought I would do something a little different. Instead of sitting in my comfy chair in my office and basically reading a script and showing some cooking, I would do something a little more natural. I would actually show more of the cooking process and talk more off the cuff, and we're going to see how that goes for a couple of videos. I enjoy researching and looking up the facts about where Vincent went and are these restaurants still in business and good stuff like that. But I thought I would just kind of do something different. So let's give this a shot. So welcome back to Cooking with Vincent Price. Today I am going to be making the Vermont cheese soup from the Four Seasons restaurant. Again, not to be confused with the Four Seasons luxury hotel chain, in the United States portion of Vincent's book, A Treasury of Great Recipes. So now it is time for me to give you my friendly little reminder. I am not a chef. I am hardly a cook. I am just a fan of Vincent Price, who is cooking her way through his 1963-1964 cookbook, A Treasury of Great Recipes, to see how they taste to a modern palate today. These recipes are not my own. They are from the book, and I am trying to cook them as they are written with the ingredients that are available to me today. So, the great thing about Vincent's cookbook is that before every recipe, he gives you a little background to it. It is a story maybe about the restaurant itself, or the chef, or the ingredients, or where Vincent was in his life when he was eating this delicious food and requesting the recipe from the chefs. And the Vermont cheese soup is no different. This is what he says. I like to try restaurant dishes that sound a little offbeat, and Vermont cheese soup on the Four Seasons menu sounded rather far out. The vegetables are going to go in here when this is boiling, and it goes for 45 minutes. We have a while to wait. So I'm going to go with this Cabot Vermont extra sharp cheese. Now, I admit that I actually had to look up what makes Vermont cheddar special. Why is this Vermont cheese soup specifically Vermont? And what I found was, a variety of things. It basically says that it is a sharper cheese than, I guess, your regular sharp cheddars, which again, I'm just a cheese enthusiast. I am not a cheese expert. But what I did find from Vermont's public radio station, I almost said Vermont NPR, but that's wrong, but that is basically what I'm talking about. They say that, I actually wrote it down. Vermont Public Radio says that Vermont cheddar cheese is distinct, it is sharp, it is bitey, and bitter. So we're going to see how that goes, but I did get Vermont cheese. I got extra sharp cheddar. It's by Cabot, which is apparently a Vermont cheese factory, creamery. You can get, it's local to Vermont. So this is the cheese we're going to use, and we are going to shred this entire thing. The recipe calls for 8 ounces. I bought 2 blocks. I think to be true to the recipe, I'm going to weigh it out to make sure that I have. Well, that's a lie. Add 1 cup shredded sharp cheddar cheese, firmly packed. Okay, so I'll just get a measuring cup and we'll go with 1 cup. That's what it says. Oh, it actually says that classic Northeast bite. The hell? Okay. Well, anyway, this is an 8-ounce block of cheese. And I don't know, maybe I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I thought that 8 ounces is a cup, and so weight, volume, I don't know, but you know what? I'm tempted to put all of this into it anyway. Because it's cheese. And who doesn't like cheese as I sit here and eat it off camera? I mean, look, has anyone ever complained that there's too much cheese in a recipe? No. And I realize that, you know, part of my whole thing is that I am cooking it to the recipe that it is written in the cookbook and how it tastes to modern palates, and that means me. But I am of the firm impression that extra cheese never hurt anyone. Especially in a soup that's made from cheese. Pardon my ham. We're gonna put together some spices. And this is the soup thickener. 1, 2. Okay. This recipe also calls for, just before serving, at the end, add in 1/4 cup dry white wine. Vincent says it does wonders for the final flavor of the cheese. It's optional. If you do not drink, you do not have to add wine. I am going to go ahead and measure out 1/4 cup of dry white wine to put in at the end, and a cup for me. 1 for the recipe, 1 for me. Simmer for 45 minutes and strain into a clean saucepan. There goes nothing. I don't have enough clearance. Ah! Stir in cheese until it's melted. I'm gonna go for it. I'm putting all of it in. If it's weird, it's on me, and I will try it again. Oh, oops. I was supposed to mix in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with tablespoons of cold water first, before I put in the cheese. So, I guess I'll go ahead and do that now, and we're gonna hope that it doesn't seize up. Okay. So that happened. Oops. Probably 1/2 cup, right? Maybe I should get a whisk. I forgot to add in the seasonings. That was supposed to go in. Right, well, here is the finished result. It is just straight cheese and broth, it seems. The eggs did not curdle, so that's exciting. That's the first time that I have ever done that. Yeah, no, that's the first time that I've done a recipe that has been dealing with egg yolk. Okay, so yeah. It's salty, and I did not add salt to it. So that's either the salt from my Better Than Bouillon broth, or it's the salt from the cheese, like the recipe says it could be. I kind of wish I had croutons, or maybe some garlic bread with it, because I think that would be really good. It would be very tasty if I had some broccoli, which I probably have some frozen broccoli. And some rice. I seem to be stuck on broccoli and rice right now. Vegetables are important. This is good. This is very good. It's very unique, but I think it's really going to depend on the cheese that you use and the broth that you use, because really those are the only 2 things that are imparting any taste to this. There's no vegetables to it. It's just the vegetables cooked in the vegetable stock, and that was removed and strained out. I think it might actually maybe need a little bit more pepper, but maybe I'm wrong. if I'm just trying to find something wrong with it, there's not a lot wrong with it. So yeah. So thanks for watching. I will be back next week, and I mean it this time. I realized that I am this person that blew straight through Halloween without doing a damn thing. And you know what? Sometimes life happens, and sometimes life happens in lots of ways that take away from a lot of things. And that happened, and it's okay. So anyway, I'm gonna pour another glass of wine at 11:11 in the morning on Saturday, and I'm gonna finish this soup, maybe with a piece of toast. And yeah, this was worth making. This is worth making again, and maybe the next time I make it, it might go easier without dealing with the camera like most recipes do. But this is, I would say this is a winner. This is pretty good. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.